Hi, I am Sindhu, your physics teacher. All well, children? Physics, it's a very interesting subject, isn't it? In different fields of our daily activities, physics is involved. Yes, you know how it is important in our daily life. So, let me take you, or you come along with me to explore the world of physics. Today, we are going to the chapter Different Effects of Electric Current. You know that how electricity is important in our daily life. Conversions of into different forms of energy, etc. So, this year we are going to study about different effects of electric current, especially heating effect, lighting effect, magnetic and mechanical effect. So, this lesson we have already come across heating effect of electric current. Yes, already we have studied how heat is produced in all these different appliances. Now, we are going to study about the different heating appliances used in our daily life. Can you name some of them? Yes, one of the commonly used appliances is, all of you know that it is the iron box. All of you know that one of the commonly used is what? An iron box, which is commonly used, isn't it? One of the heating appliances. So, we can write it as iron box. Like that you have heater, then you will be having immersion heater, then you have electric kettle, etc. So, these are some of the heating appliances used. Different purposes it is used here. In all these heating appliances, what happens here is one form of energy is converted into another form. That is, electrical energy is converted into what energy here? Heat energy. Iron box, heater, immersion heater, kettle, everything. When you pass electric current, what will happen? It is getting converted into heat energy, isn't it? So, in this there should be a main thing or a main part in which electrical energy, when you pass electrical energy, what happens? You should get heat. So, which is the main part here? That is what you are going to study here. So, the main part which is present here is called as the heating coil or the heating filament used. The heating coil which you use here should convert electrical energy and it should produce maximum amount of heat, isn't it? So, let us see what are the peculiarities of this heating coil. What should be its peculiarities? So, first peculiarity is, already in heating effect you have studied, we are using nichrome, which is of high resistance. Understood? So, high resistance is one peculiarity, high resistance. Then, high melting point. Next one is high melting point. Then what is, when you pass the current through that, what will happen? When you pass current through this, it should become one factor already I have given you in the previous class, red hot. That is, the meaning of this red hot is what? Heat. Understood? So, when you pass current through that part, important part, or the heating coil, what happen? It should get converted into heat energy. That is, it should become red hot. So, always it should remain red hot. Always when you pass current, it should remain red hot. Remain red hot. So these are the peculiarities of a heating coil. High resistance, high melting point, always it should be remaining red hot for some time. Only then what will happen, that heat will be produced. So which is the part, or which is the conductor which is having all these property is, the conductor which is having all these property is what? Nichrome. Nichrome is used here. Nichrome is used here because it is having high resistance, high melting point, and always it will be remaining red hot without getting oxidized. Okay, so nichrome is used as a heating coil. Okay, so next we are going to study is what are in this heating effect. Name devices, that is, in the case I introduced you at the starting of the lesson, iron box. So here itself I am going to show you an iron box. It is the cross section or inner portion of this iron box here. In this iron box you can see here, in this portion which I show you is what? A heating coil is present inside this, and it is well insulated like this. The two ends are connected like this. So these two ends, when you connect it, what will happen? Connected to a switch or anything, what will happen? Current will be flowing through this like this, and it will be heating the coil. Understood? At the back portion you can see it is made up of a conductor. So because it is made of the conductor, when electricity is passed through this, what will happen? It will heat that metal which is present here. Understood? Metal which is present here, and it becomes heated. This is how any heating appliances work. Now we are going to study about a device which will be working on what? This heating effect. Already you know, all of you are aware with a device that is commonly used in our house, which is used as a protective measure. Which is used as a protective measure? This device which named as safety fuse. So safety fuse is working on which effect? Heating effect of electric current. Okay, so what I think already you are aware of this, what is fuse? Why it is called safety fuse? Because it is acting as a protective measure in a circuit or in a household purposes, all devices, etc. It is acting as a safety measure. Now we are going to study the important parts of the safety fuse. What are the important parts of the safety fuse? Is we have, first thing important part is the fuse wire. Isn't it? You can see at the center a wire which is tied to two ends. Then this is mounted on a carrier. You can see the carrier here. This carrier is made up of porcelain it is. Then this can be covered by means of a porcelain socket. We can cover it like this. So now you cannot see the fuse anything outside. It is acting as a protective measure. Why we are using this porcelain carrier? Because it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. You can handle it easily. You can remove it, handle it. Okay, that is why we are using this porcelain carrier, and this is the porcelain socket. How this fuse wire will be working? What are the circumstances in which you have to introduce a safety fuse in a circuit? That is what we are going to study. Already I told you, it's acting like a protective measure. Isn't it? So how it is acting as a protective measure? What is this fuse wire doing in the circuit? That is what we are going to study. So when you pass electric current, what will happen? There are two circumstances here. One is called short circuiting or short circuit, and another is overloading. These are the two circumstances when more electric current will be passing through any circuit. For example, let us see the first one. Short circuit. What is meant by short circuiting? That is, if you have two wires like this, already you know two wires are present. So one, you know, it is a live wire. Live wire means through which current will be able to pass through it. And another wire is called as the neutral. Usually in any device if you take, you will have one live wire as well as a neutral wire here, isn't it? And this will be well insulated. I think all of you know what is insulated. With a non-conductor it will be covered such that these wires not getting contact with each other. Okay, so some of the cases, if there is any insulation failures, or if excess current is passing through it, this insulation of the live wire or neutral wire is lost. What will happen? These two wires may get contact with each other and current will be flowing through a single wire now. It becomes a single wire. When it is coming contact with each other, what will happen? If there is an insulation failures, current will be able to pass through this. More current will be able to pass through this. So what will happen? What will be the resistance here? Resistance will be 0. So when the resistance is 0, already I told you current passing more, it will be very, very high. So automatically what will happen? Sparks will be produced. It is producing what is called sparks. Due to that sparks, what in a certain building or in a, suppose you have more number of wires like this sparks may cause damage to the building, causes fire to the building. Understood? That is what in some of the cases you would have seen. Some of the building next day you can hear that completely it was burnt off. What is the reason? One reason only they will give you, it is because of short circuiting. So if there is overflow of the current, what happens? Resistance is becoming 0. As a result, current will be more, sparks will be produced, and as a result it will be causing fire for the whole building. So there, like that, another factor which you have is what? Overloading. What is overloading? Each appliances is having certain power, isn't it? Suppose if you are connecting more than some appliances, 2 or 3 appliances is connected to a socket or a plug, the load of the power or the power will become overload. So automatically again what will happen? It will be causing sparks. As a result, the current flow will be more. As a result, it causes what is called short circuiting again. So due to the short circuiting and overloading, lot of damage may be caused to the buildings. To protect this only, in that circuit, we are introducing what is called this fuse is introduced. When you introduce the fuse wire, what will happen? This fuse wire is having certain peculiarity. What is the peculiarity of the fuse wire? Let us see that first. Already I told you it is working based on heating effect. So, heating effect it is working on. So, what is the main property of that? Heating effect means, you know, what about the resistance there? Resistance will be very, very high. It should have the material which you use as a fuse wire should be of high resistance. Then what about the melting point here? In the case of heating coil, it had high melting point, but here if you use high melting point, it will not be melting. So what will be the melting point here? The melting point will be low. So the fuse wire which you select here should be of high resistance, low melting point. So commonly, which is a fuse wire you use here? Alloy of tin and lead is used here. Now some of you have a doubt. Why, teacher? Why can't we use copper? Copper you cannot use here because its resistance is different. It is not having high resistance. It is comparatively having low resistance. Melting point also may be high. So that is why copper you should not use. If it is having the property of all this only, that material only should be used as a what? Fuse wire. So alloy of tin and lead is used as a fuse wire. Okay, so the fuse wire use is an alloy of tin and lead. High resistance, it should have, what is the peculiarity? High resistance. Come on children, what is the peculiarity? High resistance, low melting point. So this fuse wire only we are introducing in this circuit. When you introduce in this circuit, what will happen? High resistance. So automatically what will be produced? Heat will be produced, you know that. Heating effect, heat will be produced. Next thing what will be produced? Low melting point. Understood? If maximum current, certain amount of current is passing through it, what will happen? It will be passing through this fuse wire and going out. If the current is exceeding, so when a current is passing through any conductor, you know that heat will be transmitted. Very little amount of heat will be transmitted. But if the current is exceeding certain level, if the current is exceeding the certain level, what will happen to the heat? More amount of heat. Surroundings also it will be getting heated. Okay, what happens? Surroundings throughout this means surrounding this fuse wire, not surrounding the whole thing, surrounding this fuse wire, maximum heat will be transmitted and it will exceed the permissible limit. As a result, what? This fuse wire will be cutting off because it is having low melting point. So it will melt and go. So when it is melting, what will happen? It will be protecting the circuit. Understood? So this is how a safety fuse is acting like a protective measure in our house. In a circuit, what we have to do? First, introduce a safety fuse. What are the peculiarities I told you? Do you remember? Yes. High resistance, low melting point. What effect it is working? Heating effect it is working. What is this fuse wire made up of? Alloy of tin and lead. All this you know. So this when you introduce in the circuit, what will happen? If the current is above the limit, passing through the circuit is above that limit, what will happen? The heat will be liberated more. It will be above, heat liberated will be above that permissible limit. So it will be breaking the circuit and protecting the circuit or sometimes the appliances, etc. Easily it will be protecting. Understood? So this is how it is protecting the what? Household circuit or any big buildings or any small devices, etc.